1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, and welcome everybody to another episode of Friends of the Forest. I am Dale Mangold, I'm your host, and this is episode 5, The Light. And we will be discussing everything about this song and meeting some of our special guests that appear on this song as well. So sit back and relax and let's dive right into it.
From the pressures of society, formality, justice.
But before we let you know who are the special guests on this show and in this episode, if this is your first time tuning in to Friends of the Forest, or even if it's not, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there down below on the bottom of the screen so you will always know when the next episode and future music videos that Forrest Of FangHorn will be putting out. And give us a thumbs up as well, and leave some comments down below too. Let us know how we're doing. As you know, and even if you don't know, this is a brand new channel, so we want to improve our content all the time. Let us know what we're doing good, and let us know what we can improve on. So anyways, without further ado, here's who is all on this song, The Light. Returning on some rap vocals is none other than Langerr, and as well on backing vocals we have Erin Jay and Cygrymus. Yes, Surfin' RZ adds his talents on backup vocals as well. And on drums, Juno Aufman, which you heard Juno on Things I See Today. And Mr. Tony DeLuca comes back on bass guitar. Yes, he was on the River Styx, and he is also on The Light. And for the first time, you will be introduced to Mr. Mike Scheer. He is on guitar. So we are going to bring a few of those guests on so they can tell you a little bit about their experience with this song.
Sometimes I feel trapped with nowhere to run. Sometimes I feel trapped with nowhere to hide.
Okay, this is the part of the show we call Pick My Brain. What the heck was I thinking about when I came up with the idea for this song? The Light. Backstory on this song has to go back to when I was with my old band Tobacco Road back in I'd say 2010. I wanted to take the band in a slightly different direction from the old school rock and roll stuff that we were writing about, and kind of go with a little heavier edge, a little more bite to some of the music. So at that time we had some personnel changes and like I said, a different direction, experiment, so to speak. And we brought in a friend of mine, Mario Brescia, to sing vocals, and then my son, Gabe Mangold, to play lead guitar. I still played rhythm guitar and some saxophone and stuff. And I wrote this song primarily on an idea from a friend of mine. She would tell me that she would get extreme anxiety when she was driving in her car and she was at a red light, and like a multi-lane highway, and all these people were next to her, to the left of her, to the right of her, behind her, obviously waiting for that red light to turn green, and just the anxiety and the pressure of will she stall when she hits the gas pedal, or these other people are gonna want to race and things like that. So it was a very difficult situation for her, and so she gave me the idea, and so I kind of wrote on that, where okay, we want to look for some type of guidance to help us with our struggles and our demons and things like that, whether it's from a God or an entity up above, or a friend, or anyone like that, or we have to look deep inside of us, and we look for a light, and in this case it was looking at the light which was a traffic light up above. But, you know, the way that I wrote the song, you can interpret it in a lot of different ways. Definitely a lot more heavier guitar-oriented song. A lot of shredding from my son Gabe, and the vocals were like that, you know, metal high tenor range there. But we performed it a few times live, but really nothing ever amounted with it. We never recorded it. So fast forward to the Forrest Of FangHorn sessions, and I wrote new music, obviously more of a funk R&B feel, added the horns obviously, and what you hear on the album is a pretty cool version, a very updated version. It fits the type of music that I'm writing now with Forrest Of FangHorn. So that is the story behind The Light. All right, we're going to bring on our first guest. You saw him and heard him on our very first episode, The River Styx, and he makes a return back. In this episode, let's welcome Tony DeLuca. Hi, Tony. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thanks for having me. My style and preference in writing is to stay in the pocket, yet be tasteful at the same time. Probably the closest notable artist who does this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers and much of his modern-day writing. It has been many years since I've written a bass line for an original tune. In The Light, I found some more space where I inserted a counter-melody groove, then added some slap behind the rap part.
All right, thank you, Tony, so much for being involved with this song. Really appreciate it. All right, now our next guest is someone that we saw on Things I See Today. And hi, Juno, how are you?
Hey, everyone, this is Juno Aufman. Thanks for having me. I had an absolute blast recording with Dale. We recorded in his basement. He was kind enough to provide shells. I brought my cymbals and my snare, and we just kind of tracked it bit by bit. It was a fantastic time. Dale is a great host. He's great at studio etiquette. I cannot sing my praises enough.
Thank you, Juno, so much for being on today's show and for performing on The Light. And Juno will also be on the episode Boyd Rat Boogie, which is episode number 6, or is it 6? Which is the next episode. Last guest today is making his debut on Friends of the Forest. He is a well-known blues guitarist, and he writes a lot of his own original material. Here and there, you will catch him in various bands as a studio guitarist as well. And he also heads up a Western Pennsylvania-based Rolling Stones tribute band called Jumpin' Jack Flash, which also Tony DeLuca plays bass in, and Sean Hoffman, who we haven't met yet, but Sean is on a few upcoming tracks, Life's a Game and Under the Lights. So very small world here in our musical family here in the Forest. Anyways, Mike Scheer, how are you, and welcome.
Hello, and thanks for having me. I was honored that Dale asked me to work on this project with him. I listened to the track he gave me and tried to come up with something that was complementary to what he was doing. I got to use my Harley Benton Les Paul copy along with my Line 6 Quad HDX 500 modeler. I felt so at ease because Dale's such a great friend.
And that is Mike Scheer. Thank you, Mike, for being on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Dale.
Okay, that just about wraps up another episode of Friends of the Forest. This is episode number 5, The Light. I'd like to thank all my guests that appeared on this track as well as on this show, this episode that is. And upcoming episodes are going to be each and every week. So every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be a new episode available and live on the channel. If you are new to the channel, and like I mentioned before, if you aren't new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button so you know when the next episode is coming out, as well as music videos. We just posted the other day a brand new lyric video to our new single Medusa, which was last week's episode. So it's Valentine's Day. It's the season of love, so go out and give a watch to the Medusa lyric video. Pretty cool imagery and stuff like that. We'll be releasing an official music video for Medusa real soon, so stay tuned there. But the only way you're going to know is by subscribing. Give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, because that helps the channel also. And like I mentioned, if you want to be on the show, on an upcoming show, leave a comment down below. Leave your band name or your artist name, and we will get in touch with you, because after these 10 episodes of Friends of the Forest are done, we're going to be interviewing other entertainers, bands, and artists from all over the world. So, if you want to be on the show, like I said, leave that comment below. So, in the meantime, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. My name is Dale Mangold. I'm the musical leader of Forrest Of FangHorn. Our album, brand new album, Ents Marching, just came out a few weeks ago. It's an eclectic mix of funk, jazz, rock, hip-hop, and R&B music. And I appreciate everyone for your support, tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace and love, everybody.